Hello and welcome to October the 7th meeting of the planning meeting for the Kubernetes Contributor Summit North America 2024, which will take place on the 11th of November in Salt Lake City. Please be advised that this meeting is under the code of conduct of the Kubernetes project, and which in short basically means be nice and excellent to each other and your fellow attendees and speakers. Yes, updates. Thank you to the content team. The schedule has been published. We already updated, and thanks for the quick merge, the website. So it is now also available for everyone that goes onto the kubernetes.dev website. So people can basically have a look at the schedule. Yeah, that's it, I think, from my side. Jean, do you have anything?
No, looks good.
Then, Brienne, happy that you're here.
Yeah, I don't
Over
have
to you.
too many updates. Just big one is the celebration venue contract is officially signed. So please feel free to update the website, share that in communications, whatever you want to do. But yeah, that's all set and ready to go. So that's a good one. Our signage has been ordered as well, and that is going to be placed on site. And our t-shirts have been ordered. So everybody will get a cool t-shirt on site. Just a reminder also that registration is set to close on November 7th at 5 p.m. Pacific time. So that will be end of day Pacific time. But yeah, it'll be turned off at that point. That way we'll have a chance to review any last updates or any new registrations that come in, and that way they'll still be able to receive the communications for when they arrive on site as well. That's it for me.
All right.
I have a question for you. Have you ordered the shirts?
Yes.
Okay. Noted.
Yep.
The reason I'm asking is a preview for later. I still need to reach out to the designer and who of the logo, and we want to make sure to reserve a shirt for them.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I ordered extras, so we'll for sure.
I figured you would have. So we'll just have to make sure to reserve one of those.
Yeah. And they might even want a couple of extras themselves. So
true. And they are not, this is their first contribution to the community. So I wouldn't expect that they're going to come to the event. So we may have to ship those out.
Okay.
Is that something you can help us with?
Yeah, I can definitely do that. Yeah, just let me know what
address
size they would like and if they want any extras for friends or family or whatever, and then I will make sure that we get those set aside, and then if you get the address that we need to send them to, I can take care of that as well.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
Great. Josh, you had last week some questions for Brienne, if I can remember correctly. Are they still relevant?
I think we dealt with them in Slack.
Great.
Because we went over the signage, for example, on Slack and that sort of thing, and I actually only had one change to suggest. So the yeah, that's it. Are we ready to move to ops? Okay. Couple of things. The deadline for personalization for the staff swag, which is a knit cap, is going to be this Wednesday. So if we have recruited anybody extra who we know is going to be there helping us out, who is not either on the staff issue or on the volunteer schedule, then I need to know about them before Wednesday. in order to get them a beanie with their GitHub handle on it. So message me with those if there's somebody extra that's not in one of those two lists already. Speaking of the volunteer schedule, I have shared that out with the people who said they were interested in volunteering. And so it is open for editing. You can see it there with that link. And I'm going to need to follow up and bug people. To actually fill in there.
Sorry.
Okay. I was going to say, the one thing I will say is for all of us, for everybody on the regular organizing staff, if you do not have other duties on the day of the KCS, which several of the organizing staff do have other duties on the day of KCS, I am going to bug you about taking one or more volunteering slots.
I have one addition, Josh. Maybe you double check the timings, because I think the timings are a bit off regarding sessions. And because I checked it because I wanted to take over the CNCF Q&A thing, and the CNCF Q&A thing, for example, is from 3:30 until 4:30, but your schedule seems like it's from 3 p.m. until 4:30. I think it's an old template. Just double check the timings. I marked you in a thread in the staff channel where I put the schedule in that we have from content.
Okay.
But beside this, everyone that can host or help with some volunteering, please fill yourself in.
The thing that you posted is my schedule, not the schedule.
Yeah, but I commented down below with another one. Let me pull it out. Threads. Yeah, the last link I posted into the schedule, the content schedule thing, because there you have the timings for the sessions, and they seem a little bit off. No, I'm now posting it in the wrong thread. Give me a second. This one. So when you double check the times, they seem off by some minutes or half an hour or something like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll take a bit to adjust, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
No worries. Just that no one is confused why sessions don't match times. This would be bad. All right. Any questions for ops or any remarks to ops?
I do.
If not,
It's going to deal with the comms for an ops related thing, so I'll bring it up during the comms section.
All right, then let's quickly move to content. Nitish.
Hello everyone. So a general update from the content team is that the schedule for KCS NA is out now. There are a couple of minor things that we need to add. So the first thing is like the celebrations venue. Now we are actually sure about what is the celebration venue. So after this call, I'll be adding the celebration venue too on this schedule. Yeah, basically, I think this is, and we have unconference slots already left. I would recommend, I would request everyone to please go through the schedule and please see if there's something that you feel like could be changed or is not matching, although we have tried everything to be in sync with whatever the schedule is. But yeah, I would request anyone to go through the schedule and let us know if there is something that we can improve on. Apart from that, I think the major update now will come on the day of KCS, when we'll be having the unconference talks scheduled, or when we'll be selecting those unconference talks. So for now, the schedule is out now, and yeah, that's like the one update. Yeah.
The link isn't working for me for this schedule.
Oh, let me check that, because I copied the link from what I pasted on the Slack, so it is working for me. Let me. It is working for me. Yeah.
Works for me.
It's all
I guess
it
just me.
also works for me.
Also, sorry, I am interrupting in between, but I just want to ask, should we also add the speakers to the sketch so that they can change their, what I can say, they can change their about section? Although I have added their abouts researching from the internet, but I just want to confirm whether we should invite them or not. Although if you see at the speakers list, I have tried to add the about section of everyone. So.
I think this would be helpful, because the speakers can then upload the slides of their talk to their session. Then it's represented in SCED, and people can then download the slides from there. Because in the past we had always the request of where can we find the slides of the individual presentations.
Okay, makes sense.
All right, any questions to content?
You haven't sent out, have you sent out any comms announcing that the schedule is out now, or waiting for that from us?
Not yet, because the date for actual announcement for the schedule is October 15, So.
Oh, okay.
I would
So-
go ahead and do it. It's
Yeah.
online. The earlier we send it, the more feedback we get, and the earlier we can basically send out the reminder for volunteer calling. And as Josh mentioned, we only have until Wednesday. If, for example, basically I would send it out today if it's possible. Because if people register for, hey, I would like to volunteer. So basically I would send out a combination call of, here's the schedule, and hey, do you want to volunteer? Please feel free to fill in, and there
That's
might
actually
be benefits.
That is my topic that I want to bring up.
Then we just pull it in now, because comms is the next thing to come.
So we might as well.
Yeah. Yeah, then basically Caslin go to comms, and then we send we can talk about this.
Yeah, I can give the overview, and then we can dive into the details on this
Yeah.
one, which will be mentioned in here anyway. So we had sent the reminder about the unconference issue being open on September 16th, so quite some time ago. We also sent out the notifications, of course, to the acceptances and rejections for the CFP on September 29th. Thank you so much, Nitish, and all the folks who worked on that. That was a group effort by several people. And Sandeep did a lot of work getting those sent out. So thank you very much, Sandeep. Now, for scheduled things, we did have another unconference reminder scheduled to go out on October 2nd, but everyone on the comms team was very busy and we did not get around to it yet. So figured we might as well just get that sent out as soon as possible this week. And if we're going to do a schedule announcement this week, then I'm thinking maybe we do both schedule announcement and then in the second half of the message, reminder that the unconference is open. And I'm sure that we have another unconference reminder or a few on the schedule. I'll have to look. Then October 8th, or I think it's 9th actually, we have a reminder scheduled for SIG callouts for leads. So I went ahead and drafted that this morning based on what we sent for EU. And the EU message had a link to a form for SIG leads to put in their call outs, and a sheet for them to optionally use to put in their call outs. So we need to get a form and or a sheet made so that we can send out the message to SIG leads to do call outs. So leads, I guess I'll need help with that from. And then call for volunteers plus reg plus probably an unconference reminder, I'm thinking. We currently have scheduled, I guess, for October 9th, also this week. So we'll probably do that as a separate message from the schedule announcement. Send out the schedule announcement as soon as we can, and then get this one sent out later this week.
So, if I might jump in,
Yep.
I would
The rest of it is just
basically-
check out the schedule for everything else.
Yeah. I would basically say we send out as soon as possible the schedule with the call for volunteers, not combine the unconference reminder. So basically have the unconference reminder in a separate email so that we basically say like, first, hey, this is the schedule, this is the call for volunteers, the schedule is now out now, and then we can say later down the week, hey, if you have a topic that is not covered in the CFP because CFP closed, yada yada yada, we still have the unconference option that people can fill in, and also please register until I forgot.
November 7th.
November 7th. Ray.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put in the Zoom chat the link to the comms draft doc for the primary volunteer call, which we initially having to go out after the schedule's live. So we thought the schedule was gonna be live October 15th. So this was scheduled for October 17th. So I'm gonna move this update to what's today, either today or tomorrow. I think I heard today what was a preferred date to go out. So move it to October 7th. The only question I have for this, I mean, we could combine this with some content about the schedule being live as well, is to the date for if you want to note receive special swag if you sign up to volunteer by October something. Is it if you sign up, if this goes out today, could we still say by October 9th?
Yeah, right. 9th, Josh, was the deadline for personalized swag.
My suggestion would be we just go ahead and leave it on the instructions for filling out the volunteer form, but not bother with it in the announcement, because most people are going to end up not reading it until the 9th. And one thing I want to avoid is having a whole bunch of people sign up on like the 11th. And expecting the personalization, which they're not going to get.
Okay, that works.
And let's do this. Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I'm going to propose to delete that line, but folks could see it.
Yeah. That's good.
Right.
And we just basically add in on top, hey, the schedule is live.
We could do it that way. That works. One thing on the current draft of the primary volunteer call, the link to the schedule links to the schedule page on cates.dev/events, and the schedule there is not up.
Is it not? I thought I updated it with the script that we have. Give me a second.
Just put the link in to the
PR
chat.
may not be merged.
Oh, that's interesting. Brienne, are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
So usually when we publish the schedule, we have a specific schedule link that links to a script in the Sched page, and there it says the Kubernetes Contributor Summit North America is coming soon. Let me quickly find my editor, and I can basically paste the link that we are referring to because it's a JavaScript file. So that we have the schedule linked inside of the contributor website. And apparently this is not yet published there. And it is KCS NA schedule. The link is the embed.js. Maybe you can double check this why this is not working. I will drop down the link to the script that pulls the script inside of the chat. So this is where we link to. And usually this basically gives the in-page thing for SCAD that we have on the contributor website that you can find here.
So has anybody updated actual sketch? Because
it is so you mean in Sketch that is published, because we can access it. We can access the website and see the schedule there.
So usually, let me check Sketch. Let me check what's going on here. Because we just set up and give the permission, and then I've never actually gone in or updated or made any changes from there. Usually somebody on the planning team just kind of goes in there. So
I think there's a problem. Let me share my screen, because it is actually working and it is actually published. The problem is the default view does not work, because can you see my screen?
Yep.
If I load it, it doesn't work. If I switch to simple, I see it.
Interesting.
And I just want to mention
I have no clue how this works.
This happens on SCAD too.
This happens on SCAD too.
Yeah. So if you go to preview event on the SCAD, it leads you to the previous page, and then you have to select the simple list.
I will have to ask our content team, because I honestly have no idea.
This would be great.
Yeah, I do not know. Like I said, I don't really work in Sketch. We have another team that kind of does all of that stuff and updates everything. So I'm not overly familiar with it myself. So let me ask the content team and see if they have any idea why this would be doing that. Because I know otherwise it's a copy of the same events we've set up every year. So nothing has changed on the back end. So it's really interesting that it's doing that this year.
Yeah. The funny thing is, it's working. Everything is working there. It's only if you just click on it, it's working. It's only the start, the start page.
Interesting. All right. Well, let me do some digging.
Thank you. This would be great.
So that shouldn't be a blocker, I suppose, for the email then, since we just need to specify in the email that you need to go to the simple view.
What you can do is in the email, you just link to this link, because this directly puts you into the simple list view, and basically we put people not on the KDS website for the schedule in the email. We just put them directly onto the SCAD website, and when you have the deep link with /list/simple, it works.
Also, Ray, I see that you took out receive special swag if you sign up to be a volunteer. Is that what we want to do?
Yeah, that's what we want. That's what we just discussed with where Ray asked about this.
I mean, you still get swag, right? It just might not be personalized.
You still get swag, but it's not personalized. Yeah, exactly.
It's still special.
Look, would you say receive swag?
It's still special. It's always something that's unique for volunteers. It's not the same thing that everybody else gets. It's special, even if it's not customized.
I mean, that's true. Yes, I can. Give me.
Both can accept it or not.
Yeah.
I think it's fine, personally.
It's working. Nitish, you fixed it.
Yeah, because I just saw that we were not hiding it in the settings, so I just went to that and fixed it up there right now.
Yeah. Now I
Okay,
can actually reach it too as well.
I was gonna
Brienne,
say,
you're
I just
fine.
clicked
We
into
fixed
it,
it.
and I was like, now it's
Well-
I just clicked into it, and I was like, I don't know, I see everything.
Okay, thanks to Nitish, it's fixed. All right. Nitish, make sure to put this into the documentation.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
what content needs to do. Okay, where were we? Okay, so we can announce it, put the link in, make the call for volunteers, send it out as soon as it is possible, and the unconference reminder at some point later this week, Thursday or Friday or something like that. All right.
And then the call outs. I need help with getting a form and or a sheet for SIG leads to put that their call out
had
info
a
into.
form for Paris. Let me dig this up.
Yeah,
dig
I have
this up
links
and
to it
send
right
it.
there. There
Yeah.
are links in the notes.
I will just recreate it and send it to you, Keslin.
Perfect. And so I'll get that scheduled for either later this week or maybe probably
I try
as soon
to
as
do
we
it,
can too.
I try to do it tomorrow morning, which you should have it when you wake up.
Okay, perfect. We'll just send that out to the leads as soon as that's available as well.
Yeah.
And so this will be reg and unconference reminder, and we'll just leave that as that one. We'll just combine those. Oh, and I put a comment question request for us before we even got here. Since the celebration venue is confirmed, Xander will want to work with you on getting comms started for the celebration.
Yes, and I will put it on the website.
Cool. Anything else for
All
comms?
right. I don't have anything. Does anyone else have anything? If
Just let us know
not,
if you need us. Oh. He disappeared. Oh, and now he's gone.
okay. I'm not used
there
to
we
use laptop because I found out that if I scroll left with both fingers, that I go back in my browser. Next up is social with Drew. Is Drew here?
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
So Xander's out of the office today, but he completed the puzzle design and will be ordering them this week. And then the other update we have is we sent out an email to staff asking for volunteers for folks that want to staff the door for the social event. So if you're interested in that, please message Xander. You can reach out to myself and let us know. So that's about it.
All right. Any questions for social? If not, then Sriram with registrations.
Hey folks, yeah, our update is that we have a total of 136 people registered right now, and only 13 of the staff have registered. So we wanted to remind all of the staff to register soon, in case you haven't yet. Yep, that's pretty much everything.
Yes, everyone please register, including myself. Next up is meet and greet with Keslin.
So I reached out to the CNCF crew this morning to remind them that we're 5 weeks out. And if we want people to actually assign people to be on site for the meet and greet, we need to be getting them that information. And they said that they think the space is set aside and they just needed to confirm the time, which they think that they have. So they should be able to get it on the schedule. It sounds like maybe this week. And so as soon as they have it on the schedule, we need to go ahead and set up an issue and send out comms to all of the leads to tell them, hey, we're going to have the meet and greet. It's going to be in the project pavilion. It's going to be awesome. If you have folks on site who represent your SIG who can support this, please let us know their names here in the issue and we'll try to make sure that folks know to be on site.
Shall we combine this with the call for help?
Well, we need to make sure that they get the meet and greet on the schedule, so which I don't know exactly when they'll get that done. And also it only needs to go to the lead. So we can add it to the call for help, but I think that's going to be ready before the meet and greet is.
What do you mean by call for help?
Been speaking with
The
CNCF?
call. Sorry.
I was just
Brian.
asking Haslin who it was that she's been speaking with.
George, Jiffy, and Bob.
Okay, because I was gonna say I can ask the event team as well because I know who is working on everything, so I can see if I can nudge them also.
That'd be perfect. Thank you.
Josh, to answer your question, the call for help that we have at the Contributor Summit at the end of all of the opening stuff, where basically SIGs can come on stage and say like,
okay,
help
the
in
chat, yeah,
this
the call
area.
outs. Okay, the call outs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Confusing language there. Yeah. So we might add it to that if we can, but I don't think it'll be ready in time. So it'll probably be a separate message later this week, perhaps.
Or I can annoy Bob.
Yeah. We'll all
Put
be
him
annoying
on the
Bob.
schedule.
Brienne can go directly to the events team. That might be more effective.
We can all annoy people. That's super. All right.
That's
Any
the status.
questions for meet and greet? Next up would be awards with Mars. Is there anything to be done or any news?
No news for now, but we still have time. Fingers crossed. And we will also need to figure out how to collect addresses from all the awardees. But we have, I think, 2-3 weeks left, 4 weeks to do that. Because the awards will be sent directly from my understanding, awards will be sent directly from the vendor to the addresses.
All right. Then the last thing that is missing is, I think, design, which is Caslin and me.
So I still haven't gotten that.
Anything.
I still haven't gotten that email out. I do have a plan and I started working on the updates that need to be done to the repo where we have all of the logos. We are going to put watermarks on all of them and upload them as low res PNGs. I've talked with Josh and Tim about this, and Mario, FYI. So I still need to design the watermark and get all of those uploaded. I've already got the text changes to the site drafted, or to the repo drafted. So once I get all of those changes PR'd in, then we can send the email to the designer to say, hey, thank you so much for your design. We've accepted it. The two things that we need from the designer from this email are how many and what size of shirts do you want and where do you want them sent? And are you okay with us putting your design up on this repo? Just like the others. So that's why I want to get the repo stuff done before sending the email. And I deeply apologize that it's taking so long.
All right. Thank you very much. Any other topic that we forgot or missing or that come to your mind? If not, I wish everyone a pleasant week. We see each other latest next week. And yeah, bye.
Everyone.